to take, but I'm like, do I take it by itself? And because
Yeah.
I'm kind of foggy still from dealing with this COVID. So um
Mhm.
I know you've done several videos and Zooms and stuff that I was on.
Okay.
So it's just kind of like I was like, well, I'm gonna start it, but I just need to know, like, do I mix it with something? Do I just take it by?
Some people do like to put theirs in like a smoothie or something, but I prefer that people take it by the spoon by itself because it has the most effect that way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, have you been having a chance to use your black seed oil on your feet?
No. Well, no, I
No.
won't say that. I did do it twice.
Okay.
I did do the black seed oil twice, and actually, I was putting it on my chest as well, so I think it was kind of helping with my breathing.
I'm
I
sure
was
it is.
mixing it with the oregano
Oh,
oil.
good.
So that was I honestly feel like that probably is what kept me from going down as hard as I could have with this,
Mm-hmm.
is just the fact that I had started to eat better and using the black seed oil and exercising and
Mm-hmm.
just resting better. I think that helped me in my recovery.
Yeah, because
I'm sorry, Angel. I'm sorry, Angel. Did you tested positive for COVID?
Yes.
What were your symptoms?
Oh, girl. I had the first thing that I noticed, and I don't want to take up a lot of time, but you guys,
no,
the first
I
thing
I prefer you to because everybody. This
okay,
is what everybody really wants to know.
okay, perfect. So
Mhm.
I um I honestly had probably been having symptoms about a month. I
Mm,
started to have really bad muscle aches and joint pain. And even though I was working out, eating different, drinking more water, doing all the things to like build myself up, my joints were hurting so bad. Like every joint, like I'm not just saying knees, it was like my ankles, my toes, my wrist, my elbows, my
mm,
shoulders, my
mm,
hips. Like it was the craziest thing. And I kept saying to myself, like, I'm sleeping wrong or I'm doing something. I'm eating too many carbs. Something is affecting me that's giving me
mm.
inflammation. But it just kept getting worse. Like I was struggling to get up off the couch. And it was like, I don't usually have trouble standing up. Like, what's going on? And then, like, over the next couple weeks, I started to feel very tired. Like, I was super tired, like, where I could barely keep my eyes open. I felt very weak. And then the headache came.
Mm,
And the headache was just like, it wasn't a migraine, but it just wouldn't go away. Nothing I took
mm,
would help it. I was drinking coconut water, I was using peppermint oil, I was just trying to like use essential oils and stuff to kind of ease the pain. Nothing was helping. Like nothing was helping at all. And so then the fever came. And once the fever came, the shortness of breath came.
mm,
And I started to have like a cough, but my cough was productive. But I didn't, I was just feeling so bad. So finally, I did a telehealth visit on, I think it was the 4th of this month. I did a telehealth visit, and the doctor looked at me and because I was turning blue, like my
oh,
lips were blue. And he
okay.
said, because I have asthma, I am asthmatic. So,
Okay.
when you have anything messing with your respiratory, it can drain your color.
Okay.
And he said, your lips are very blue. He said, and it concerns me. He
Mm,
said, I feel like you have COVID. He said, but I can't diagnose you. I want you to go get tested. So I
mm.
went that Sunday. He emailed me, they emailed me the paperwork, and I went and got tested. But by Monday, I couldn't catch my breath.
Oh my goodness.
So the paramedics took me.
Oh,
I had to go home. I don't want to stay here if I don't have to.
right.
And he said, well, I'm going to let you go home. He said, but I need you to really be on top of your breathing. If your breathing doesn't get better, you need to call the paramedics and you need to go back to the hospital. Don't chance it.
Mm-hmm.
So I came home. I was taking the medicine and just laying around because I couldn't even go down the stairs. It was like thankfully my kids were here because I couldn't even make it down the stairs. And by Thursday, my lips had turned completely gray. I had no color. I
Oh
was
my goodness.
gray. So I was rushed back to the hospital and I had like 102 temperature. The highest my fever got was 103,
Mm.
but I had a really high fever. My saturations were in the 80s without oxygen. I was just saturating in the 80s and they were really
That's super
concerned.
low.
It is. And so they did another chest x-ray like right away. They put
Mm-hmm.
me in an isolation room. The chest x-ray showed pneumonia, which is
Okay.
one of the things that happens with this disease,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Um, and so they put me on, I was on 3 different antibiotics as well as oxygen to help me breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, by Monday of this past week, they let me come home.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, so they kept you.
yeah, they kept me. I was there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and they let me out Monday evening.
Okay.
And I'm on oxygen at home, but not all day. It's just as I need it. But
Mm-hmm.
my oxygen right now, I don't have it on, and I'm in the 90s. I'm like 98. So
That's
I
better.
is right, way better. And normally I'm at 100%. So I know that that's just, it's going to take time for it to get back. My taste and smell are coming back. That was another symptom. I lost my taste and smell.
Wow.
I couldn't smell anything, couldn't taste anything. So within a span of like 2 weeks, I probably ate like 2 bowls of soup because I couldn't taste anything. And it
Mm-hmm.
was like, and I'm a person that needs to smell my food and taste it, or else
Yeah.
I don't want to eat it. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so I did lose some weight,
I about to
but
say you had to eating soup.
yeah, yeah, I had 2 bowls of soup. It was like, because I couldn't eat, it was so gross to me to
Yeah.
be eating something that I couldn't taste. It was like, this is
Mm-hmm.
horrible. And then the loss of smell was crazy to me though, because that has never happened to me. I don't care how bad a cold was, I never lost my sense of smell. But
Mm-hmm.
with this, I could not smell anything.
Wow.
So those are like telltale symptoms of this disease. And I don't know how I got it because the only place I went was the grocery store, and I always wear a mask and gloves. I
Yeah.
come in, I strip off, I sanitize, I shower, I nasal wash, I drink hot tea, I steam, all of that. So I feel like my kids probably brought it in on their clothing. And
Okay.
by them not being as um,
Adamant as you.
yeah, they just brought it in and it got me.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow.
definitely, if you notice that you start to lose your sense of smell and taste, those are telltale signs of this. And the fatigue, because sometimes you can feel like, oh, I'm tired. No, this is like I'm tired where I want to just lay down wherever I'm at. That was the kind of tired feeling. And I'm not normally that person that gets tired like that. So I knew something was wrong because that's not like me to just want to lay out on the couch. I don't lay on the couch. That's just not my thing. But I was honestly so tired that I would, as I was coming up the stairs, I would have to sit. And I don't normally have to do that. So it's definitely, it'll take you down if you have any respiratory problems. It'll take you down. And
Mm.
at that point, I would say definitely see a doctor. Don't, because of course we try to stop things naturally. We want to prevent things naturally. But when you have asthma or you suffer from diabetes or you have any type of autoimmune diseases and you get this, it attacks you in a way that you have to have medical intervention.
Okay. Mm.
Well, we're glad you're better.
Yeah.
Thank you. I am
Yes,
too,
thank you for
y'all.
Thank you.
sharing.
Yeah, thank
Yes, most definitely.
Um,
Angel, I love the way you sound. Um, you sound so much better than you did when we first talked.
oh, listen, I feel so much better, July. Like, um, it's crazy to me how it's not crazy because we know we're wonderfully made. We know
Mm-hmm.
that Jehovah made us to, our bodies heal themselves if
Yeah.
we take care of ourselves. But I definitely can say I feel like 100% better. I might not be at 100%, but I feel 100% better.
Yep.
Okay.
I totally understand where you're coming from. I talked to somebody else who also had COVID and had a lot of the same symptoms. And when they were trying to talk to me, Angel, they couldn't hardly breathe to talk. Remember when we first talked and I was like, I'm gonna leave long pauses just in case you're trying to catch your breath to finish a sentence.
Right.
And that person, that's what I had to do for them. And they were sent home one time, went home, got worse, came back, and they were really worried. And I was really worried because of their oxygen saturation and the way they sound. And you sound so much better than you did when you first went in.
Mm-hmm.
This person I know didn't have a lot of the herbs. I was trying to tell them what they can take, but they didn't really have much time when they went home.